You might remember her from Party of Five and The Ghost Whisperer. Now Jennifer Love Hewitt is in the Lifetime original movie, The Client List. The film tells the story of a woman who loses her job, takes a job at a massage parlor, and ends up in the middle of a prostitution ring. She joins us now live. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, well, tell us about The Client List. I think we've given quite a tease there, but flesh it out a little bit more for us.
You know, it's a really wonderful story. It's very complicated, obviously. It has its funny moments and its very upsetting moments. But it's basically the story of a mother of three children. Her husband and her find themselves in the middle of economic strife. He is out of work. She has lost her job. Their house is about to be foreclosed. And this opportunity to work at this massage place as a massage therapist comes available to her, and when she gets there, obviously it ends up being a lot different of a situation than she was hoping for or thought, and finds herself really with no other opportunity but to sort of work there and try to fix her family's situation, and it just kind of unfolds and her life gets extremely complicated.
Now, you worked also as executive producer on this. What did that entail for you, and how difficult is it to sort of balance roles and juggle roles for the same project?
You know, in something like this, it was great. I mean, we were able to take the project to Lifetime. It was based on, you know, different materials that I had read. Right now, in the United States, more than ever, women, housewives, are having to go into sex worker positions just to be able to sort of support their family and add economically to their families while their husbands are at work. There's so many people out of jobs, et cetera. So I thought it was really timely and quite an interesting story. So being executive producer on it, I was able to take it to Lifetime, which has proven to be awesome because they're great and have really taken very good care of us. And I was able to look after the integrity of the character and the piece and make sure that we were pushing the envelope but not pushing it too far with the subject matter, and it was great. I had a really good time.
Well, you know, how important is it, I wonder, to make sure that the characters and the story in this kind of a production is as real to life as possible? I mean, I imagine that's on your mind because you want people to connect to it, don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that it's a subject matter that I think you can't help but feel judgmental of or toward, and I was going into it, and I think that, you know, what I would hope for people to take away from this is that really, truly, sometimes people do have to do things that you wouldn't necessarily consider or think of to keep their families afloat. Right now, economically, the world is in a very different place than it was even 10 years ago.
Right.
And, you know, people are finding themselves with difficulties. And so I would just hope that they would be able to keep an open mind and maybe not judge some of these women that find themselves in these positions so harshly, because their intentions usually really are very good in the beginning, and they're really trying to just sort of do things for their family the best that they know how.
I want our viewers to know that The Client List premieres on Monday at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. We'll be looking forward to that. Jennifer, before I let you go, I want to tell you that we've seen your comments over the years on certain issues. I just want to tell you how much we admire the stance you've taken about how silly Hollywood can be about things like body image, things like that. You've been very tough about that. Sometimes I think Hollywood gets a little silly about issues like that. Then Hollywood gets tough on people who probably deserve it, people like Mel Gibson. What's the hardest thing about working in the industry?
I think it's just sort of finding a balance. You know, I feel like I've been in the business now almost 22 years, and I feel like from the time that I got in the business to now, we've sort of created this world where people want to see people fail, and we want to see them hurt, and we want to expose them, and we want to do these things so that then they can put it in magazines and put it on TV shows and talk about it to death. And I feel like that's just a harsh reality that's happening right now in the industry, and I don't like it very much. I feel like it's not what it's about. You know, the industry was started to make movies and to make TV and to entertain people and to make them smile, to make them laugh, to make them cry, and to be an art form. And I feel like we've gotten very, very far from that, and we've sort of just become this big kind of like, let's knock people down and watch them fall and then try to pick them back up again and then make them fall again. And it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm not enjoying a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing right now in the industry as far as that's concerned, but I'm hoping that it'll switch back around and get back to art.
Yeah, I think we appreciate your candor on that, and that's good for us to keep in mind and to hear that, and unfortunately become kind of a cottage industry, watching and celebrating failures at times, as you say. But again, let's get away from that and get back to appreciating the art, works like the client list. Great to catch up with you, and thanks for spending a few minutes with us this morning.
Thank you.
Jennifer
Have
Love
a great day.
Oh, thank you very much. Jennifer Love Hewitt, the client list premieres Monday, July 19th at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. Coming up next in 13 WHAM Entertainment, another entertainer, guitarist Derek Trucks, tells us why Rochester has become his second home. He's coming here this week. Stay with us.